Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Borio, and I just got done in my practice. I put in 12 hours today, and I drove home today after spending some time with some individuals in my practice and spending some time with some individuals on the phone and reading some statistics and diving a little bit deeper into where we are as a society. And I got to tell you, we got to wake up. We are the sickest species on the planet. Do you understand that? We as human beings are the sickest species on the planet. You don't have dolphins rolling up on shore with type 2 diabetes. You don't have chimpanzees and gorillas in the wild with autism. You don't have animals out in Africa, lions and so forth, with arthritis. You don't have individuals, if you will, in other cultures that existed thousands of years before modern technology that we also quickly embrace. They didn't have any of these diseases. They almost didn't exist. You know, genetically, we're no different than we were 40, 50, 60,000 years ago. Yet we look at the number of people that are dying from heart disease and the number of people dying from cancers and the autoimmune diseases. And then we look at our children. We have children being born with leukemia and anemia and different forms of diseases. And we walk around as if it's not happening. We walk around like nothing is going on. We walk around like we're fully disconnected from it. And it boggles my mind. And it's allopathic crazy land. That's what it is. I listen to people. They walk into my office and they're so sick. Everybody's looking for the quick fix. They don't want to do anything unless their insurance covers it 100%. And they're so quick to swallow down pills. My God, I got people bringing in brown paper bags of the pills they're taking. They need the back of their health questionnaire to list all the drugs they're on. They don't even know what they're taking. They don't even know why they're taking it. Do you realize that the third leading cause of death in the United States is prescription drugs? Do you realize that the medical system is responsible for over 1 million people? I mean, it's a number that is almost meaningless, isn't it? It's like a statistic that you read in a magazine. Over 1 million people, 1 million people have died from our healthcare system. You know, what happened in Boston? Horrible tragedy, horrible. A child died and so forth. I mean, it's awful. Yet the whole world went into a panic. The whole world went into a stop. They shut the city of Boston down to catch a couple of idiot knuckleheads that terrorized the Boston Marathon. Yet, do you realize how many babies and children are dying from our system? I mean, there are thousands of children that are dying from our medical system, our disease care system. There are thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that are dying from a system that is designed to drug, cut, and remove and allow you to die sooner than a system that brings life and health. Listen, this isn't a bash on medicine. Medicine has great technology. There's wonderful, dedicated people involved in our medical system, and they are absolutely offering us great care when it comes to crisis care. There's no doubt about it. But the reality is, how is it that we're the wealthiest, most industrialized, highly technologically advanced nation on the earth, yet we're one of the sickest people on the earth? The human being is the sickest species on the planet. How is it? Because we've lost any connection to the laws that run the universe. We've lost full connection to the biological, the physical, the chemical, the social, the laws that we have to follow. We almost ignore that there is an intelligence greater than ourselves. We walk around with a level of arrogance that we somehow have a control or a connection to what's happening, when in reality we have no idea what's going on. I mean, just ourselves, we're a miracle in and of ourselves, and we walk around as if like it's nothing. We look at our hands and our body and our organs, and it's unbelievable what we have and what we own. And yet we walk around and abuse it. We don't spend any time or effort even trying to understand it. We don't spend any time in respecting it. And what we're seeing is that we as a nation now are becoming the sickest people that walk the planet. We are becoming the sickest group of human beings to ever walk the planet, to ever walk planet Earth. That's where we are. It can't be a lack of drugs. We take more drugs than we've ever taken. It certainly can't be a lack of surgery. We do more surgery than we've ever been done. What we've lost is that there's an intelligence, a spirit, a God that created us, and it resides in us. We are that expression of the universe. We are that expression of that intelligence. We are that expression of God. That's what we are. And that knowing that, there's rules that we need to follow. We need to work in harmony with that. And the moment we step aside and we say, look, we're not going to follow those rules, we're not going to recognize that there's an intelligence far greater than ourselves, that created us, that designed us, and that put us here to be healthy. You have to understand something. The universe or God didn't design you to be sick. It didn't design you to be diseased. It didn't design you to have arthritis or heart disease or cancer. It didn't design your children to be sick or have autism or Asperger's or leukemia. That's not what the universe designed. The universe designed us to be healthy. You know, if you have a sick plant, nobody gives it Prozac, Lipitor, runs it to the emergency room for an MRI. You give it water, sunlight, nutrition, pop it on a better shelf in the house, and we all walk around with the intention for the plant to get healthy. Yet when we look at ourselves, what do? We put nothing but garbage or trash in us. We never take care of our nervous system. We barely take care of ourselves. We don't take care of ourselves socially. We don't take care of ourselves mentally. We don't take care of ourselves physically. The minute something goes wrong, we start swallowing down these blue or yellow or green triangular shaped pills, expecting that somehow that's going to dissolve in my body and take care of everything. Has anyone stopped to think for a minute that, you know, it doesn't have a GPS on it? If you take Advil for a headache, it doesn't just go to your head. And where the hell's it go? The same amount goes to my head, went to my liver, my kidney, my big toe. If I take an antibiotic for a lung infection, where do you think that antibiotic goes? It goes all over. What the hell's it doing in the area that doesn't have the bacterial infection? The same amount went there. I mean, is it healthy for that area? Think about this. Your friend's got horrible headaches and you don't. And you say to your friend, hey, listen, you need to take these meds, these pills, Imitrex or Topamax or Advil or whatever, to treat your headache. And then some doctor says, listen, I'm going to give you Imitrex and Topamax and some other pain relievers. And you're like, well, I don't have headaches. Is it good for you to take them? And the average person's going to say, no. Well, how the hell is it good for you to take them if you got the headaches? You know, you gotta realize, if I'm designed to be healthy, if my plant was designed to be healthy, if it's not healthy, what is it missing? And one of the main things it's missing is a connection to spirit. It's connection to God. It's losing its connection from brain to body. It's losing the ability of your body to communicate to itself. That is critical. The whispers, the intelligence, where your liver, your lung, your kidney, they don't know what to do. They're relying on a constant flow of information from your brain to tell them what to do. Without that information, they become sick or diseased or ill. And that's not the only thing that causes you to get sick. You can't be clear of damage to the nervous system and smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day and eat lousy and sit on the couch and do nothing or think horrible thoughts and live in a state of constant fear and constant scarcity and constant terror. You can't live like, well, that's the average American. We walk around in a total state of stress. We walk around in scarcity, fear. We're waiting for us to lose our job. We're waiting for the economy to drop. We're waiting for some horrible bomb to go off. In the meantime, we're eating nothing but processed, lousy junk that we're putting it in our body. None of us even think about the health of our nervous system, how well the brain can talk to the body through the spine. We don't realize the traumas, the falls, the stress we're under cause our spine to get sick and diseased, and then the brain can't talk to the body and the body gets sick. We say horrible things to ourselves. Our self-talk often is terrible. We see obesity, diabetes, cancer, heart disease, asthma, autoimmune diseases, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. This stuff didn't even exist on the planet. It didn't even exist. And we go to these huge temples of what we call medical technology, and we're looking for these answers when we forget that the answer lies within you. It's already there. It's already inside you. All you need to do is step back and start taking care of you. The answer's already been within you the whole time. The body knows how to heal. It started from 2 little simple cells that culminated and multiplied and became a human being. I mean, science can't even begin to describe how that happens, let alone replicate it. Yet every time something goes wrong, we're running off to science, when in reality, we got to step back and go, listen, if the universe or God created me to be healthy, if it created me to be well, if it created my body to always function well, then I must be doing something wrong. I'm not doing what I was supposed to do. I'm not doing what I was intended to do in order to keep my body healthy. That's why we're getting sick. It's not some mystery. It's not some mystery virus or some mystery bacteria. It's because you've gotten so sick that you can't even fight off the simple, common bacterial infections that are out there. That you've gotten so sick and weak and diseased that you can't even fight off the simple viral infection that's out there that normally wasn't anything but a thing years ago. Now we can't even deal with it. We're so sick that by the time we're 50 or 60, our joints, our shoulders, our knees, our hips, our spine are so sick and diseased that we're now becoming one of the highest levels of disabilities in the history of mankind. Not this year, the history of mankind. We're the sickest human beings that walk the planet, yet we keep going to a system that's failing us in an effort to find health, when in reality we need to step back and reconnect ourselves to source. We need to say, listen, the bottom line is I need some essentials to stay healthy. I need to move. I need to put good foods in my body. I need to think better thoughts. I need to sleep well. I need to drink plenty of water. I have to absolutely keep my brain connected to my body. You know, your brain is, if you will, is a computer that sends messages to your printer, your mouse, your keyboard all the time. And if your brain can't talk to your body, you get sick and diseased. And if your body can't talk to your brain, it tends to hurt more, it tends to ache more, it tends to have more sickness and disease developing in your body. You have to get your nervous system checked, and you have to get it healthy. Listen, there's one healthcare specialist that understands all of that, that understands there is a greater intelligence that resides within us, that understands there is a God that created the human body, the human spirit, the human soul, that resides within us, that tries to communicate to us all the time, that allowed us to and designed us to be healthy and abundant, and filled with love and joy and happiness. That's what's out there. That's the way we were designed to live our life. And the only reason that that isn't happening in our life is because we're disconnected from it. We're not trying to find our way back. In fact, we're ignoring that source even exists, and we're using these other forms, if you will, of technology or ignorance, if you will, in order to find health or restore health to the body. Everything you need to be healthy is already within you. It already resides within you. And we're using these things that were made in a laboratory by some people as if there's some greater intelligence in that than all the intelligence that is in you, that was created within the crucible of creation itself, within the hands of spirit or God or universe, that's already within you all the time, speaking to you all the time. It's already within you. And if you reconnect, if you work towards reconnecting yourself to that source, you, your mom, your dad, your children, the babies of today will be healthier than they've ever been in the history of mankind. It's only our separation from our source. It's only our separation from that intelligence. It's only our separation from spirit or God that has led us to be as sick as we are. And the only way that will restore wellness, the only way that will combat sickness, disease, the terrorism that resides, the level of stress that we live in, the level of discourse that we live in just within our families or our communities, the only way is to find our reconnection to that source, to honor that source, to recognize that, listen, there's something there that I don't fully understand and I probably never will, but by recognizing it with a level of humility and recognize that, listen, there's an intelligence that's far greater than my own existence, that's been there eternally. It designed me to be healthy. It designed me powerful. It designed for me to be filled with joy and happiness. It designed me to live an abundant life. As soon as I recognize that, I will work myself towards that and always honor that and hold that sacred in your life always. And as a result of doing that, you'll shine brighter and you'll give others around you a pathway in order to be healthier themselves. That's what I wanted to share with you tonight. We need to do something different, because if not, we will continue on a path of sickness, disease, and illness. And driving home today, I literally was filled with tears thinking about some people in our practice that just are so beyond what I consider help. They're so disconnected. And I reach out to everyone out there that's watching this. Share that message, whether it's this video, your own message, or your own passion, or your own love, or your own joy. Share it with others so that they themselves can see what we're doing, because we need a massive wake-up call in this country. We need a massive wake-up call. We have never been sicker than we are right now. And I feel as though if it goes on much further, it's going to go beyond the part of hope. It's going to go beyond a point that we can reconnect. It's going to go beyond a point where we can find our way back to source. Thank you for putting up with me tonight and sharing some time with me and my thoughts. And hopefully all of you will feel that message and reach out to those that you love and grab them by the hand and get to a chiropractor who is the only healthcare specialist out there that even recognizes and works hand in hand with reconnecting your spirit or your intelligence or God to your body, that reconnects you to source, that reconnects you to health. That's what we need to do.
Best friend gave me the best.